Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is a glorious day, still in Ipswich, and Monica and I are going to head off to our favourite spot in Ipswich for a coffee and food as well, right on the marina, and both of us, couldn't recommend this place more highly. It is the perfect stop for breakfast, for a coffee, for the start of your ride, beautifully situated right in the best spot on the Ipswich Marina, right in front of all of the yachts. So I'm going to get ready. Almost trod on Monica's mum's cat. Interesting story about this character. This little cat was found by Monica's mum walking around the villages of Lithuania, because Monica's Lithuanian, of course her mum is, and it was very, very thin, very thin. And Monica's mum took her in, and she was just so grateful for any food she could have, whether it's a piece of bread or anything. She was delighted to have it. But now she's had a few years of the good life, the only food she'll eat is fresh salmon. And if that salmon's been out for more than an hour, she won't even consider it. She'll stick her nose up at it, walk away until you've put fresh salmon in her bowl. Pathetic.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
This is the most stunning spot to start the day. It's Grazing Sheep, Ipswich Marina. And this has actually undergone a huge redevelopment, because my dad, I think, remembers back in the 70s driving along here, when you could drive along here, and it was just at the end of this being a proper working port dock. But now it's just been completely transformed. Loads of nice flats, beautiful yachts behind us, and there's nowhere better to start the day. This is Monica and my favourite spot in Ipswich. In the last vlog, when Monica and I were at Spitalfields, the exact motorcycle bay that we parked in, someone kindly sent over a message on YouTube and said that was in the news. I think it was on the same day, but basically there was a Honda Africa Twin, brand new one, parked up, £13,000 bike, the exact bay I was parked in. You can go and Google it, but basically a group, I think of 4 thieves, came along, angle grinded 2 of the 3 locks off the Africa Twin, had a van ready, had 2 mopeds next to it. They were just about to get the 3rd lock off, but then a small crowd formed. They were calling the police. They basically got freaked out. Africa Twin was on the road, like on the floor, but hadn't been stolen, and that pretty much is because it had 3 locks on it. But I guess when I was saying in the last vlog, why has my bike not been stolen? Because I always put one chain on and one disc lock, and that is true, but also probably in reality it's because my bike is fairly cheap, and obviously these thieves, they would always target the most expensive bike because they'll usually sell it for parts, and parts of my Bonneville are fairly worthless, so probably makes a difference that I usually have one of the cheapest bikes in these parking bays. And it's so great. Picture it, ride out in the morning on the weekend, or if you're lucky enough to have a weekday off, park the bike just there, 40 metres away. I parked the bike up. Lucky to be alive. Goals. I don't have much interest in sailing, but if it doesn't have a mast, then I'm interested. I can't bother to learn how to sail, but I'll take one of those, definitely. They've done such a good job because you can see the old and new of the marina. So the old buildings like these, and then the newer buildings all around. And if you see that white building there, that's just been finished about a year ago. It's called the Wine Rack. Fun fact, it's called the Wine Rack because in 2008 the Irish developers who were building it went bust, and they left the whole skeleton of the building, the block of flats there, just as a skeleton, and it looked like a wine rack. 10 years later, someone took on the project to redevelop it, and now that is what you see. But that only got finished about a year ago or so, and that's why it's called the Wine Rack. This is the first ever, oh my god, first brand new Honda Cub I've ever seen. This is incredibly special. So this is basically, everyone knows the Honda Cub. It just immobilised the masses in Southeast Asia, and I've never seen a brand new one in the flesh. It's so nice. I would actually love one of these. Monica doesn't see the point in going back to film this cub, but I know how special this is. In the flesh it's even nicer than I've seen it. Sorry about the wind. Even nicer than I've seen it on the Honda website and stuff. It's a bike that I really would like to own.
I can't let you go, baby. I just wanna tell you that. No. Yeah. All of my friends say, girl, you better take care, 'cause that man is trouble, you best beware. And go deep down, I know I might be headed for teardrops. Now that you got me started, I just can't stop. No. 'Cause I love you, baby. I can't let you go, baby. I gotta tell you that I won't. I've been looking for love so true. When I was down and out, along came you. Though you might be a liar, and it's you too.
This place is called Le Garagiste, and I guess it's a French car specialist. Is that the most beautiful Citroën you've ever seen? I've just had a peek through the door there. They've got a couple of other classic Citroën 2CVs. What a place.
No.
I love it when there's dedicated bike parking, and Monica said, where are you going to lock the bike to? But don't worry, because Woodbridge has recently been voted the best place to live in the east of England a few months ago, so you don't need to worry about security. I'll put a padlock on, we'll head off and enjoy it. I think I've only ever been here for about 1 minute riding through, so I don't know what to expect, but it's got a very good reputation. Let's go and explore without a care in the world for bike security. So brilliantly old school. Surprisingly as well, at the station they've got a restaurant with a really good menu. Often it's just very simple crisps with a sandwich. They've got a proper menu here. This ship is the Honda Supercub, and it was built in 1890, and it's a Dutch cargo ocean ship that I think would have shipped Gouda cheese. Just lost Monica, but that is so interesting. They are in that building there rebuilding the Sutton Hoo ship, and the Sutton Hoo ship is basically a ghost imprint. Just see if I can find Monica. A ghost imprint of a ship that archaeologists found, and it's a 1,300-year-old ship, and it's very, very famous around these areas because it was a very, very good imprint preservation of the ship, and they are rebuilding it, and you can pay £20, and basically £20 buys one rivet to rebuild the ship. This is a stunning spot just on the meander of a river. Got a country house just over there with a beautiful setting, and I can see the man sitting on his petrol powered lawnmower just mowing his lawn, but all the boats moored up in the really low tide. It's a stunning setting. Purcell, actually, I was delighted. Earlier in the week, Purcell sent me a new pair of sunglasses. They're probably my favourite sunglass brand, made in Italy. I was absolutely delighted by those. Made my week. Monica's birthday coming up on the weekend, and yeah, I think she's a bit jealous that I've just got this gift, so maybe I'll have to buy her a box of chocolates for her birthday.
Yeah.
What's so nice about places like this is that when you're away from London, this is all so easily accessible. This is, 15 to 20 minute ride out to Woodbridge from Ipswich. Easy to park, easy to get around, no traffic. It's all so easy. We weren't actually planning on going on a ride today, but the weather's so changeable at the moment. For the next week, it's pretty much dark clouds forecast for the whole week, and we just saw this little gap in the morning, so we thought we'd go and make the most of it. And I'm so glad we did, because even though these are muddy banks here with the river, it almost looks inviting. I almost want to go for a swim. I've noticed that a few of these boats in Woodbridge Harbour have Dutch names, and I've only just clocked on as to why that is. Of course, it's the east coast of England, very good or very popular sailing route, boating route between the UK and Holland. I'm guessing it would actually be pretty busy for, well, possibly now, but also in centuries gone by. It would be a fairly prominent shipping lane to ship goods, so that's probably why there are quite a lot of Dutch named boats here. Just picked up, I love this stuff, elderflower cordial. Gift of the day. Because we're in Ipswich and I've only got pretty much 2 bits of riding gear available. You're going to see the same amount for about the next 3 or 4 videos. That is the TCX X-Blend boots, hood jeans, SK11, slim fit, AAA rated, very safe jeans. Matlock RST gloves. I think these are just £40. It's great value for such good gloves. One of the favourites, summer shirts, the REVIT worker overshirt, with a few details that I love. Magnetic, makes life so easy. AGV X3000, brilliant helmet. And that's it. Thank you so much for coming along with us today. Please do give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.